nice.
What's going on, you guys? Riley here. Today I figured I would give you guys a helpful and informative video on the top 6 detailing products that will make your life a whole lot easier. These are detailing products that I use pretty much all the time, excluding one of them that just came out. But I wanted to give you guys some informative information on some products that you could use that'll just make your life a lot easier and ultimately change your life when it comes to detailing. So I figured today would be a great day to demonstrate some of these products since the Mustang is in dire need of getting a wash. So we're gonna start off with talking about a few products, then start washing the car and kind of go from there. But hopefully this video helps you guys out, and let's get started. Okay, so for our first detailing product that I wanted to go over is a product called Glassparency. Now basically Glassparency is essentially a sealant for your windshield. So if you're driving down the road, getting hit with rain, pretty much don't need your windshield wipers anymore, and this stuff is just absolutely incredible. So now unfortunately this is not a product that you can just go out and buy online. You actually have to have this installed by an authorized installer. Mob Auto Boutique here, which is where I work, we are an authorized installer of this product. There's many others across the country, so you can see who's closest to you. But a little demonstration of how this stuff works is we have a little glass jar right here. Half of it is not coated, this half is coated. So if I flip it upside down, shake it, ta-da, that's your difference. So imagine driving down a road and you can see out of this instead of this. So this is perfect for those of you who have a Jeep, you want to go off-roading, you live in an area that rains a lot, which is where I live, and ultimately it is a life-changing product. There's many other products that do a similar job to this. I know Adams Polishes has a glass sealant. We have found that this stuff works the best, and it's more of a permanent solution. This actually goes into the pores of the glass, seals them, and then from there you just have like a little maintenance spray that you would get done every so often. This stuff comes with a 3-year warranty. You can either do a windshield kit like so. MSRP on a windshield kit is $100, and then you can also do a total car kit. MSRP on one of these for the entire car, every window, 3-year warranty is $200. So both of these are a great option. Definitely something I would recommend if you do a lot of driving, such as myself, and we've had some really good luck and really good results with this stuff. Also, for those of you who live in an area that has a lot of snow and ice, this stuff will essentially make it where ice and snow doesn't really stick to your windshield. So in the mornings you go out and just kind of knock it off, it falls off, instead of having to wait for your 20 minutes for your windshield to defrost. So now moving on to product number 2, we're gonna talk about ceramic coatings. And if your car's not ceramic coated by now, I don't know what you're doing. So basically what a ceramic coating does is it adds another layer of protection on top of your clear coat for your car. So when you're driving down the road, rain hits your car, flies right off, makes cleaning it a lot easier. Dust, dirt doesn't stick to it as much. Bug guts do not stick to your car as much. Now when it comes to ceramic coatings, some of them are longer lasting, some of them kind of require an authorized installer. Others are pretty user-friendly where you can watch a couple YouTube videos and figure out how to do it. The easiest one that we have found to use is Adams Polishes ceramic paint coating. This stuff, it goes on easy, wipe it off easy. This would be a great for a first timer. You could do this yourself at home. And then if you want to get into the more advanced options, we are an authorized installer of SP3 coatings. We can also do Ceramic Pro for vinyl and PPF. But basically they just are these little bottles that have ceramic coating inside of them. You put it on a little applicator and you wipe it on the car, wait a little bit, and then wipe it right off. Sounds pretty easy in theory, but there is definitely an art and a technique to it. Another good middle range one is C-Quartz. We've had really good luck with C-Quartz. You can apply multiple layers for increasing the longevity of the coatings. And just as a little demonstration of a ceramic coating here on my car. Now my car, once again, has not been washed in a very long time. Still looks pretty good up here on the hood, where it doesn't get like road grime and stuff on it. And then if I just pour water, it just disappears. I mean, it's so cool, especially when you're driving down the road and the water is just flying off your car. You can walk out to after a rainstorm, get in your car, drive around, and it pretty much just dries your car just by driving around. And then as for maintaining a ceramic coating, it's pretty simple. If you notice that your hydrophobic properties aren't as good as they used to be, maybe it doesn't beat up as much, then they have these different types of reload sprays. So CarPro has a CarPro Reload. Damn, I can't talk. Basically, after a few months of use or whenever it's needed, you'd spray this on there, wipe it off, just like detail spray. That works. Adams Polishes also has one called Ceramic Boost that works pretty well, and so on. But yeah, maintaining them is pretty easy. You usually get 1 to 5 years of longevity with them, just depending on the coating. Highly recommend you look into ceramic coatings if you have not done so already. it'll seriously make your life a whole lot easier. So now for product number 3, once again, these are in no particular order. We're gonna be talking about Adams Polish's undercarriage spray. Now this is essential if you have a truck or SUV with kind of the plastic little fender liner, wheel well liners. This will seriously make a huge difference in the vehicle's appearance. So now usually you would not do this on a dirty car, but for demonstration purposes, I'll go ahead and show you. So as you can see up in here, it's kind of like gray and dull and just dirty. It doesn't look very good. So usually after you clean the entire car, you come back to doing this last. So you essentially spray it off with a pressure washer. That definitely helps. However, it doesn't really maintain the dark, rich black as a wet look would. So you get this stuff and essentially just spray it in here. And after it dries back nice and dark, glossy black. It seriously looks a whole lot better. It's not necessarily as important for car people. If your car, you can't really see what's behind the wheel, but if you have a truck or SUV, highly recommend that you check this stuff out. It's pretty darn good. All right, so the car is clean now, and unfortunately it's getting dark because now with this time change, it basically gets dark at noon. Fantastic for videos. But moving on to product number 4, it's actually 2 products. So the first one is Adams In and Out Spray. Now this is basically like a black trim restorer, but in an aerosol can. So it's great for places such as grills, like hood vents and actual grills like in the front of your car, to restore them back to black. So over time, plastics will fade, they'll look a little bit gray. You basically just, well, let me pop this off. As you can see, it's just basically an aerosol can, and you just spray it on, like let's say we're doing this hood vent, you spray it on, wait about, I don't know, 15-20 seconds, and then wipe off the excess, and then boom, you're back to black. It does not have a extremely long longevity, but what it does have is a simplicity of use. Now, if you're looking more for longevity, that's when you would actually go with Adams Black Trim Restore. This is great for different panels that are a little bit larger. I took some shots earlier of Kyle's GT500, who he did this on. His plastics were basically gray. He did that, and as you can see in the videos, they are back to black. So those are both great products for restoring plastic trim on your car back to black. Now for product number 5, now this is Adams' brand new tire armor, which is essentially a semi-permanent tire shine. Now this does not give you a super shiny look that's gonna sling all over the side of your car. This is more of like a matte satin finish, and the great thing about Adams' tire armor is that, well, number 1, it just came out, so I have not actually used this product, but this is going off of other people's videos and Adams themselves videos. So this will essentially take out the step of applying tire shine, you know, every time you wanna wash your car. This will kind of help out. Also, it's great for those of you who live in areas where there's like salt on the roads and stuff like that. It just kind of keeps the grime from sticking to your tires. It's essentially a little layer of protection, a little barrier. So I would highly recommend this stuff, even though I have not tried it. If I end up not liking it, I'll be sure to put a little disclaimer in the description or something, but I don't see that being the case. I think this is going to be probably my new favorite product that Adams sells. So I have really high expectations for this. So Adams, don't let me down, and we'll see how it is. And last but not least, coincidentally, it is another Adams Polishes product, and I have made a video solely on this product before because of how much I like it. So coming in at number 6, once again, these are in no particular order, but it is Adams H2O Garden Gloss. Now this is essentially a sealant for your car that you spray on while the car is wet and dry it, use it as a drying aid. Now this is not something that you need if your car is ceramic coated, so for those of you who have not ceramic coated, you're looking for a cheaper option, that right there is what you will want to buy. It will give you about 1 to 3 months of actual protection where your car has the hydrophobic properties that ceramic coatings do. It's definitely not as good as a ceramic coating, but it's pretty much as good as it comes for a product that just comes in a spray bottle like that. I honestly prefer using that over any type of spray wax or anything along those lines. That is usually my go-to product if somebody wants a quick sealant and their car is not ceramic coated. So definitely check it out. So those are my 6 detailing products that I would highly recommend to anybody looking to make their detailing life a little bit easier. Now, aside from those 6 products, there are a few things that I would recommend buying to also make your detailing life easier. I just didn't feel like giving them all their own little point. Number 1 would be buying a pressure washer. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Helps a lot with getting bug guts off the front of your car, stuff like that, cleaning your wheels, tires, etc. Another thing that you will need is 2 buckets. Now, with the 2-bucket method, as they call it, you have 1 bucket with a grit guard and one soap, the other bucket with a grit guard, and just clean water. And you'd basically wring out your wash mitt in the clean water on the grit guard, move it into the soapy bucket, and then you have a fresh wash mitt. Something that I do not have out here that I would also recommend is buying some type of blow dryer, whether it's a leaf blower or whatever the case is, air drying your car. That ultimately is the biggest reducer of scratching your car. When you take a towel, you're making contact with your clear coat, that will just add just the tiniest of little scratches in your clear coat. So I try to air dry my cars as much as possible to reduce the chance of anything bad happening. And last but not least, coming into the shop for this one, I would highly recommend buying a detailing cart. Mine is highly unorganized right now. I need to spend some time organizing this, but just having all of your detailing supplies in a nice confined area. You got detailing products, towels, and like brushes and stuff like that, which are outside right now. Highly recommend buying a cart. This one I bought off Walmart's website. It was cheap. I think Adams actually sells a cheap one for like 80 bucks or something like that, and you can use discount codes on them. And I guess if I wanted to go ahead and add one more here at the end, buy a bunch of towels. You can never have too many towels, always using them for little things here and there, so towels are very helpful. But hopefully this video helps you guys on deciding some products that, hey, maybe this will make my life a little bit easier. These are products that I use on a pretty much a weekly basis, and I absolutely love them. Obviously, if you're an experienced detailer, you probably know some of these methods and some of these products. Maybe you learned something new, but for those of you who are beginners and learning the art of detailing, maybe this will give you some insight. And once again, I could probably sit here and tell you about 100 products that I use all the time and I thoroughly enjoy, but these are just some that stood out to me as like, hey, somebody would really enjoy this and this could really help them out with their detailing. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know down below and I could do another like 5 or 10 products that also are pretty good and kind of do a part 2 to this video, because I'm sure I could come up with many more products. I do have a discount code with Adams Polishes. It is RP Productions, all caps, all one word, so you'd be free to use that if you would like. I believe you save 15%. And then we are, as I said, an installer here at Mob Auto Boutique for the glass parency, ceramic coatings, paint corrections, and the whole 9 yards. And that is kind of where my background is. I've been doing detailing for 5 or 6 years now. I'd like to think I know a thing or two. I've detailed many cars, so I'm not just like a beginner, I guess. Detailing is pretty cool though, because you're always learning stuff. Even as a more experienced detailer, I always learn stuff every day just by talking to other experienced detailers and watching YouTube videos. So hopefully I've been able to shed some knowledge on you guys, and hopefully you found this informative. So as always, you guys, thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry I went about 3 weeks without posting a video. That was my bad. I've had a very busy schedule the past few weeks, just been doing all kinds of things here and there, but hopefully I'll be able to get into a more regular schedule of posting. But yeah, that's about it for this video. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.